I really like Bryce Young bouncing back with this Panthers team. He's having confidence. He's playing at a high level. Anthony Richardson, he got benched for 2 weeks. Joe Flacco came in. He struggled. He stinked up the joint. And I really wasn't on the side of Shane Steichen and this Colts team, this organization, benching Anthony Richardson. I know he tapped himself out of that game against the Texans. It was a bad look, but really rubbed some guys the wrong way in the locker room. But he's still, talent-wise, he gives you the best opportunity to win. And I still liked what I saw from him in games. He wasn't the reason they were losing. He wasn't the reason they were losing, in my mind. Obviously, the stats, that's not what you want to see from your franchise quarterback. The completion percentage, 10 for like 30 sometimes. It was a bad look if you're just watching the box score. In the game against the Jets, he played the best game of his career. And I guess, the 2 weeks of him getting benched, people were saying his preparation was better. It gave him more time to sit back and look at what he needs to improve on as a leader and as a quarterback, franchise quarterback for an organization. He did that. First guy in, last guy out kind of mentality. Him talking to the offensive line coach. How can we improve protection? All that stuff. How can I be better as a quarterback in the pocket? And man, this is the best game of his career that we've seen, just the flashes, all the potential, everything we say about Anthony Richardson, physical wise, he's one of the most physical quarterbacks in NFL history. And just throwing defenders off him. Arm strength, he has it. Speed, he has it. Cam Newton, but faster. But we saw that kind of talent come to fruition. It was on full display. Everything came together for him against the Jets. Even against the blitz. In weeks 1 through 8, 7 for 24, 2 interceptions, 160 yards against the blitz. In this game against the Jets, 6 for 8, 87 yards passing against a blitz, throwing dots while a defender is on him, trying to bring him down. This was just the ceiling he has, skill, potential, all that. This is like some stuff we've never seen before. If he could just reach that ceiling, reach a little bit of that ceiling, he could be one of those ones. His completion percentage in this game against the Jets, a really good secondary, a decent defense, 66%, hitting tight window throws, 20 for 30, 272 yards passing. His best game as a passer, looked poised in the pocket, looked comfortable in the pocket, completing passes on third down, completing those big plays downfield that he always does, just a little more efficient. 32 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns, and these 2 rushing touchdowns, man, he's trucking defenders to get in the end zone. One of those rushing touchdowns sealed the game and won the game. Game-winning drive, too, drove down the field on the Jets after they kicked the field goal. So this was the Anthony Richardson you've been wanting to see. And if Anthony Richardson can continue this, can continue doing what he's doing, preparation, continue being a leader for this team's going to get behind him. This team knows how good he can be. It's just about, can he be consistent? And Shane Steichen, I thought he did a great job play calling too. So this is a huge confidence game. This is a huge confidence booster for Anthony Richardson. He's going against the Detroit Lions this week. Hey, I'm going to call it right now. Upset. The Colts beat the Detroit Lions. I think if Anthony Richardson could play like this, no defense in the NFL can stop him. I don't care how good the defense is. He's a nightmare when he gets outside the pocket, and even in the pocket, he's hard to bring down. He's hard to sack. So if he can extend plays, if he could get going in the red zone, you can't stop the Colts in the red zone. QB power, he's getting in the end zone every single time. This is the closest we've seen to Cam Newton. And how dominant he was in the red zone. I know it's not Jalen Hurts, the tush push. He's actually getting the ball and running it 10-yard touchdown, 5-yard touchdown. So I think they have a good shot. The play calling needs to be good. Defensively, if they could get after Jared Goff and rattle him, secondary's been playing a little better. So Detroit Lions, this might be a trap game. I'm picking the Colts to upset the Detroit Lions. Anthony Richardson, would you imagine if he goes on a run and takes the Colts to the playoffs? Because they're very much in the playoff hunt right now. They're right behind Denver in the playoff hunt graphic. So Colts get a huge win against the Jets. You build on that. Anthony Richardson, though, the goal is for him to continue to play like this. And obviously the wins will come if he's playing like this. So who knows? An upset might be on the horizon this week against the Detroit Lions.
Some people thought the NFC North was going to be the worst division in football this season. They thought it was going to be as bad as the NFC South.